Whew, all right. We are going live and we still have a few minutes. I told everybody it's going to be like 12:30, I think is the official start time. But figured what the heck, I'm available. Already got everything set up. So I would come hang out with y'all because it looks like 10 or 12 of y'all are waiting already. So we'll just get into that early because why not? So, how's it going, everybody? Seriously, I know everyone's kind of excited about the new set. Actually, not even kind of. A lot of people are really excited about the new set. So, let me go ahead and say thank you to Wizard of the Coast for letting me participate in the early access stuff just to get started. If you do need deck lists, for the last couple of days, I think I put out 4 or 5 videos, so you have access to, I think, 18 new decks between all the videos, all different colors, different styles. The only thing I didn't do were control decks for 2 reasons. One, if you're playing best of one, control decks tend to be slower, take a lot of time. The other is that in the early part of the season, it's hard to know even what cards you need to be putting into a control deck because you don't know what the meta looks like. So I went with some combos, some mid-rangey things, some ramp stuff, some hyper aggro things, token stuff, just all kinds of things otherwise. Hey, how's it going, Parks? Marchetti, welcome. Mikey, how's it going? We got some Russian friends in here today, so all kinds of people hopping on early. Appreciate it. So I'm still going to wait just a couple of minutes because I told everybody it's going to be 12:30 when we get started. That was the time I had posted. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to get here so they don't miss anything. But what do y'all think about the set so far? Or the decks I even put out over the last couple of days? Speaking of which, if y'all haven't watched them, I'd really appreciate it. Go watch them. Maybe kick them on in the background while you're hanging out and waiting or between decks. Also, share them with friends who may need decks, actually. People that are just hopping into Arena that need deck ideas or whatever. Share them with those people. Because what happens is those videos are going to do way worse for me than my regular gameplay videos. And I know that every season, but I basically take a hit for like a week to 10 days because I'm making content to try to just directly help people by giving them different ideas and save you time. So anything you can do to help those, following the channel, joining the channel, super chats in the chat, whatever, like all that stuff helps out a bunch because I just take a beating to help people out. Belly-san says, greetings from Denmark. Awesome. Didn't know I had Denmark viewers. That's pretty cool. That is the crazy thing about social media is like you find people from all over who watch your stuff. Always super impressive, honestly. Like it reminds you that while the world's large, the internet can make it very small. I have no idea how this standard is going to go. Too many ban-worthy cards. I don't think they're actually ban-worthy, to be honest. I think there's a lot of good cards, but I also think that a lot of stuff is going to depend on the metagame. And I honestly think this is going to be one of those metas that shifts pretty much every 5 to 8 days. You know, it's probably going to be whatever big tournament happens, whatever big streamer's doing a thing. You're just going to see stuff shift and shift and shift. And honestly, I think that's good because then more cards get their time in the limelight, more decks that people enjoy playing get an opportunity. It does become more difficult to know what to beat, you know, but at the same time, I think that also can make the ladder fun that you're not playing against the same stuff every single time. So it kind of depends, right? If I was playing more tournaments, I would rather be a more stable meta because it's easier to figure out like what to sideboard, and you know if you want to make a main deck change to get an edge, it's easier. But when it's wide open, it's pretty hard to do. In EDH, they're banworthy. I will tell you right now because I've had people argue with me. I'm on the Commander Advisor group. I can tell you literally for the last I don't know how long we've had zero conversations about banning anything. Like, we have had conversations about people's conversations about banning things, but there is nothing currently we are talking about banning, just so everybody knows. Not to say that nothing will be in the future, but right now, after early discussion, there's been nothing. Nevin says, hey, PowrDragn, new to MTG in your channel, but enjoying your videos. From South Africa. Awesome. Thank you. Mikey says, I'm interested to see the meta has enough diversity with some seemingly real powerful archetypes. Yeah, we don't really know yet. Mueller says, just happy that it feels like Standard will change after the set drops. Yeah, I think Standard's actually changed quite a bit over the last couple sets. I just think here toward the end, everybody sort of settled on the popular like mono blue, mono red, whatever. And what you'll see is a lot of time toward the end of the season, the last 2 weeks or so, sometimes 3 weeks, you'll see a lot of that happen because it's faster games and faster decks, and people can try, if they're trying to rank up to the next level, whatever, they can get more games in. So that's not that uncommon. What archetypes are you most excited for in the new cards? I'm a boring person when it comes to that question. The answer is always nothing. I literally just like playing with cards. I'm going to play everything anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Am I going to lean heavily into toxic aggro? Probably not. Again, I play so many different decks that I rarely just lean on one thing. At most, if I really like a deck, I might play it on my personal time for an extra day or two. But I spend so much time testing decks and destroying my rank and, trying to build other stuff for YouTube videos that I don't spend a ton of time playing one deck very long. We're about to get started here. It's just after 12:30. Looks like 39 people are here early. Thank you so much for stopping in. Any concern of Toxic taking over the standard format? Looking at the cards, not really. Right now, no. Even from deck building, I'm not worried about it. Like, will they get some wins and will it be a deck? Absolutely. I think there'll be at least 2 probably relevant poison decks, possibly 3 if you do really heavy proliferation with blue-black decks. But I don't think they'll be overly dominant, at least right now. Good afternoon. Glad to see your early access stream. Well, good to see you too. Good afternoon to you. Can't speak for Arena and its formats, but Commander, I'm looking forward to trying Phyrexia and Poison Commander deck. Yeah, I will say if there's anything, I would say Commander is the one place I don't like Poison. Just because it takes away too much from what that format is. I've always felt that way. Because you start with 40 life for a reason, right? The idea is to let us get 5 to 10 turns in doing crazy things or whatever, and that can mitigate that. Now, will it be that dominant there? Probably not, but it is going to suck if you have somebody who gets eliminated on like turn 5 from poison before they really got started, right? That's going to suck. Now, that may be different for competitive Commander games. I play 0 competitive Commander. All mine super casual. Like a short game for me in Commander is going to be 8 turns, so I don't know. It probably just depends on the type of Magic you're playing with your friends. Let's see. What do we got here? At the end of the season, people typically play what they find fun. At the end of the season are my favorite times to play a lot of mono decks. Fair. Interested to see how much of a boost Modified gets with all the proliferation mechanics. Also neat. Jacob Lords, thank you for being a channel member. As you can see there, with your name all lit up with the dragon paw print. So thank you very much. Live stream today. Looking forward to seeing what you do with the cards. Yeah, I'm actually going to be streaming here probably for a couple of hours. And then I'm going to flip over. Well, actually, I'm going to take a break and I'm going to grab something to eat. And then I'll be streaming again on Twitch for the late afternoon, early evening, late evening. I don't know. It depends on how long these go. All right, so let's hop in. We got 42 people here. Let me switch screens, and we will start playing some Magic. Let's go over here. Boom, I think this window still works. This window does not work. It's all right. I know how to fix that problem. I should have checked that beforehand because I've tried to do some new setups. Some of them obviously don't work as well as others, but I got that covered. All we got to do is go in here and do this, and boom, we're rocking and rolling. Though you'll have to be able to see my wonderful, beautiful face. We can't let that go. There you go. Also, if you noticed, I have deck list up over on Moxfield right now. So if you want to check that out, they are sponsoring our Degenerate Gaming team. You can go over there and get my deck list now. I was putting them on Aether Hub for a while, but hey, Moxfield decided wanted to sponsor our team. So I'm on board. Go check them out. They're actually a site that has been used for a lot of Commander decks. So any of you that play Commander have probably seen people use Moxfield. But they're actually pushing now for people to use it for all types of decks, which is cool. So all my standard decks right now for the preseason are over there as well. Actually, I don't think my Gruul decks are there yet, but they will be by the end of tomorrow. What else we got here? How do I feel about Elder Dragon War in your Gruul ramp deck? I'm not worried about it. That's not the type of deck I'm trying to play. I'm just trying to go all in on the ramp and trying to go over the top. That's all I'm doing. I think some people are worried about perfecting the decks. I'm not worried about perfecting a lot of my decks. A lot of my decks are, do they do the thing I want to do? Are they fun to do? Are they at least reasonably competitive? If the answer is yes, that's usually where I stop. Mostly because I'm not going to play any of these decks, most likely, ever in a tournament. I tell people all the time, any of the decks you see I put up, if I get to the end of the season and I were to like this season, I don't know, there's like whatever we put up, like 100 decks or something. If I were to go through those, I would realistically pick maybe 20%. And that's probably on the high side that I would even consider playing in a tournament anyway. So I don't focus on that too much with the decks. I leave that to everybody else, right? The things are they at least reasonably competitive? Can they get some wins on the ladder? Are they fun, and are they doing the unique thing we're trying to do? You know, I think a lot of times people come by the videos and go like, oh, but you could have played this card instead. I'm like, yeah, but the goal was for us to play these other cards, right? The goal was to focus on, in this case, on the new cards and showcase what they can do, right? But there's other times where it's like, hey, I'm playing this deck, like the Gissa deck that we put up, I think, a week ago, was the idea of people were saying, oh, but you could play this card. I was like, yes, but the goal of this deck was for people who want to play Gissa, we wanted her to be able to do her thing, which she did, and the deck worked, right? And I even said in the video, were there other versions of Rakdos you could play that are probably a little bit more raw powerful? Sure. But if you want to have a fun deck with Gissa, that was a reasonable option, right? So sometimes that's all we're doing with the videos on the channel, because whether it's myself or somebody else who's producing standard content literally every single day, by the time we get to the end of the season, we've all done anywhere between, if we do 4 to 5 days a week or we do 7 days a week, you know, you're talking about somewhere between anywhere from 50 to as many as 100 decks by the end of the season, right? Like, we're just going, let's find something different, right? It's not about playing the best raw power deck, because otherwise we just go back to another deck we already knew that worked and we just update that and play it again. But for you as a viewer, that's not as fun, right? Because, I mean, I guess if you play that type of deck and you want to see an update version, then maybe you love it. But for the viewer, it's like cool to see something different, or just a new idea showcased, or something that did well in a tournament that people don't know about, or whatever. So we try to feature all that different stuff, which is the main reason we make some of the choices that we do. I see Big Dino on the deck art. I'm happy. Yeah, we put up that deck list yesterday, actually. No, day before yesterday, because I was on the Gruul package of decks, I think. Eager to see Big Oil. There is no Big Oil deck. I have an aggro deck that has oil, but no Big Oil. But all right, here's what we want to do. I am going to start with, let's do this. I will let y'all vote. I'm looking at the decks I have here. I have a lot of decks. Do I think Bant decks have a competitive place on the ladder? I don't see. I've played competitive Bant decks. I've played some that were just creature heavy. I've played token focus ones. I've played some that took advantage of the enchantment that puts the counters on stuff, the ascendancy. Yeah, you can totally play them. Just go back, just search Bant on my channel and look at the stuff over the last like 3 months. There's definitely a couple you can play. Hello, Carl Thomas. How's it going? Michael Dryden says, I'm here for a proliferation. I don't think I have a good proliferation deck, actually. I didn't even bother with it because it was just going to take too much time. And I was trying to hammer out deck lists and decks as fast as I could. If I could build a big oil deck, request you call it Exxon. I would probably call it like a busted pipeline or something. But I see where you're going with that. One of the most fun decks is Bant Voltron with Ivy and Virtuoso. I'll be honest, I tried Ivy decks, and I haven't been able to get them to work, but I did see somebody working on one for this season that might be solid. So I'll probably take a look at that one maybe in like 2 weeks. I may also be in Philadelphia at the Magic Con thing going on, so that's going to eat up some time. So this next week's going to be kind of crazy because I'm going to be trying to pump out content ahead of time so stuff still loads while I'm out of town. Yeah, Keystone XL, that's a good one too. Yeah, all right. So here's the deal. I will let y'all choose. See, here's the thing. I love doing this because I like to guess in my head what I think y'all are going to choose before I let you choose. But I have a feeling what it's going to be. So let's go with, I'm going to give you options. You can see the Golgari Fight Night. We can do Selesnya Poison, or we can do the human combo deck. I will let y'all decide which of those. So we do Golgari Fight Night, Selesnya Poison, or the human combo deck. Just let me know in the chat which one you want to play. I'll give it about a minute, and then we'll pick. Campaign donors for Big Oil. Hey, you know what? If people donated enough super chats, we would play Big Oil right now. That would be so fitting for that type of deck. Not sure why I'm getting the occasional like weird line on my stream. I'll have to figure that out later. Want to see the Fight Night be bad? That's fair. It could be very bad. We have 1 vote for combo. Looks like a couple for the poison. Fight Night's getting a couple. All right. I was not surprised. Because you don't want it to be good. Fair enough. I think it's going to be a reasonable deck, believe it or not. Naya was not one of the choices. And Poison, I knew was going to get the most votes. And I'm very sad about that, because it's probably the most boring of the 3. But that's what y'all wanted to play, so that's what we're going to play. So let's hop in. I see, like, I know what y'all are going to pick every time. I almost feel like whatever choices I give, it's going to be something that griefs me every time. I can count all y'all for that, for sure. All right, let's hop in and play. We'll see who's on, who we get paired with. Today is all about creators, streamers. That's everybody that's on. So we'll see. Poison's not that great right now. I think, like, it's not terrible. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's what a lot of people want it to be. All right. We get to go first here. I want to make sure I'm still able to keep up with chat while we're going. Yeah, this is a pretty solid hand. We're going to keep this. The thing that makes Selesnya work... I should probably be recording this for posterity's sake so I can use it later. Alright, the thing that makes Selesnya work really is having access to Razor Verge Thicket. And I think in the next set, we're going to get the other 5. Whoa, that is a crazy animation. Did y'all see that? How it, like, bubbled up all gross? Oh, of course. See, this is what I figured was going to happen today. Just too many people wanting to play Poison. This is going to make for a lot of boring games. Alright. At least I have a first striker. No need to attack. I mean, you just kill our creature, attack us, because we can't block after that. I have so many people trying to message me right now. There is a Voidwing Hybrid, which does proliferate, right? Oh, when you proliferate, you return. Okay. Alright, we got a free pass there, temporarily. However, that's going to attack and give us a poison, and there's not a lot we can do about it. Kind of unfortunate, but is what it is. I might as well attack. I mean, what you gonna do? Alright, they get 2 at least, because we have double strike in the turn. That is kind of cool. Whenever you do poison, it does the, like, bubble. Hey, you got a poison token. I do like that. But this is the only blue-black deck I considered making, is the one they're playing. But I never got around to putting one together. I don't have anything with reach, opponent. You just get in. There is nothing I can do here. Yeah, I'm just gonna take 2. Hope it's not more than that. Like, I don't know how many ways you can give me extra poison, but I take 1. There we go. Well, I take 2 damage and 1 poison. Yeah, Skrelv, by the way, doesn't protect itself. It says another target creature, so at least I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it says another target creature. So they can kill our Skrelv, but they can't kill our Bloated Contaminator. Which I imagine they really want to. Alright, just our turn. They're not doing anything about it. That's interesting. Alright, let's do this and remove that little Death Toucher. By the way, this card, Annex Sentry, is really good. I think it's another one that people kind of overlooked in the preseason. Counter target spell. This spell down is 3 or less, you proliferate. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, sure, you got it. So now I have to decide, well, I can make this just not block. So I'm at 4, they attack us again, we go, or at 2, we get attacked, we go to 4. We attack them, they go to 5. Are we okay with that? I'd be putting my defenses down, though, to do that, which kind of sucks. So I think I'm just going to go with this, which feels pretty bad since I know they're proliferating on their turn. Probably a little too conservative, to be honest. I should probably just be protecting the bloated contaminator and attacking with it. But technically, at the moment, we're ahead. Could I show us the Skrelv ability on a double striker? I wonder, the poison, I don't believe stacks, but I will do that on a later turn. I mean, it does give it an additional poison. It does say it gains toxic 1, so maybe it does double up. We'll see. Opponent's taking their time here. Do. This is tough. This is going to happen throughout the day because there's a lot of new mechanics with a lot of interesting things happening, so I don't blame my opponents for being a little slow today. They look like they really want to get rid of that duelist. Like, they're checking it out. Like, what can we do here? This is a little tough because while we're ahead, once they start proliferating, we could fall behind and just die all on the same turn. A little tough. You know what? I might just get in there with Bloated Contaminator next turn just because. Nope. Nope. Okay. Still the same thing. No blocks. The weird thing is, though, I almost kind of have to cast the Contaminator first because of something. Oh, okay. This isn't terrible. This is tough trying to figure out how many turns we have left because of proliferation. Yeah, all right. This is a weird first game to play. Also, Arena, I wish you would have tapped the Seed Core. Now I have to take a point of damage for this. Not that it probably matters in this matchup, but... Binding, it counters unless I pay 2 more. I mean... Kind of was going to play Skrelv's Hive, but sure. It just gets countered out right there. Do you have another one? They probably do. Nope, they don't. Alright. Think for now we're still going to attack with just this and see what happens. Opponent's at 4. We'd be giving them 5, 6. Even if we gave it double, it's 7, 8. So we won't do that yet. Especially while the opponent has mana up. I don't want to test it because I could just, like, target it with a removal spell. But we could have lethal next turn. In the turn. Look at the top card of your library, put 1 into your hand, the rest on the bottom, proliferate. Alright, cool. Alright. Now, we're not doing slow jams on this because... Again, too many new cards. I expect people to be playing a bit slower today. I'm not going to hold that against any of my opponents. I could also use the Seed Core to pump a Skrelv, which is kind of neat. Not that it matters, because it'll just die to Death Touch, but it's an option. I could also use it on the Jawbone Duelist as well, if we got the opponent low enough. Fortunately, our life total doesn't matter, so we can use Skrelv freely. We're at 17 still. We should be alright. Serum Snare. Return target permanent to its owner's hand if that permanent had mana value 3 or less proliferate. Alright, I'll try. I expect them to have a second removal card here. At least I assume that's the case. Cool. Hey, at least they didn't proliferate as part of that exchange. Wait. Okay, so we go to 6. Well, now we try the stacking effect because that's what we want to do, right? So we're just going to use Skrelv. We'll pay for it because I'm not doing anything else with the mana. On here, choose a color. We'll just choose black. And we'll attack. Opponent goes to 8, and then they go to 10. There you go. Dun dun! Alright, so it worked. That was a very awkward first game, but you kind of got to see 2 different poison decks up against each other. Not really the way you want to see that go down, but hey, we'll take it. A win's a win, I guess. There you go. Now you got to see a thing. Yeah, poison standoffs are going to be quite boring. I don't know. I mean, again, that was like, it was still a normal game, though, if you think about it. We went, what, 6 turns or something there, and was still kind of fine. All right, what do we do here? We're going first. Yeah, we're going to keep it. It's just going to be a bit awkward. I mean, I guess we could play Skrelv's Hive, and I mean, if we do double Skrelv's Hive, that's kind of ambitious. That's a lot of life loss. Hey, more poison. Actually, it may not be, because I have Skrelv in a bunch of lists myself, to be honest. You know what? I think I'm just going to go with one of these. Thought about changing it up, but I think that's just what I'm going to go with. And then I'll remove something and then see if maybe we could play 2 things on the following turn. Or not, seeing as how there's now a problem. Okay, well, that would come in taps. That wouldn't help our case any. Okay, well, I guess we get to see if they have another Skrelv. Since it can't protect itself. Ashnod, a Death Toucher. That's going to be super annoying. Alright. We can start thinking about making some headway here. Let's play this. Target a basic land. We'll remove this. And I'm going to attack with just this. I don't want to give him back a Skrelv just yet. Alright. Poison count is 1. Ooh, Ratadrabix. Okay, I see what they're doing now. Let's play this for sure. And we'll attack with these 2. I mean, you can kill both of them. Interesting, they didn't want to lose an Ashnod even though they would get 1 back. Not sure what that's about. You know, though, having duplicate Skrelvs would be kind of cool. If you able to get, like, multiple copies of Ratadrabix and get some craziness going. Alright, opponent's down to 2 cards, so we're not doing too bad here. Yeah, they're funny they said that. They had another Ratadrabix. Look at that. That is amusing. And that's why they didn't block with the Ashnod the last time. Because they want to be able to get more copies, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, let's go ahead and get... Oh, we can't, though, because it says Ward 2. Oh, yeah, it's 2, not Ward 3. Okay, fair enough. I guess we get rid of the real one? Nah, let's get... Yeah. Oh, I have to target a basic first. There we go. Yep. And then we'll just pay the 2. And we'll attack, attack, attack. This is others? Yeah, another creature you control with Toxic. Alright, just those then. Oh, the opponent didn't block again. Do they have another Rathadrabix? No, they're going to attack Enuma. Okay. I mean, we might kill the opponent with regular damage at this pace. I forgot that was even a card. When another non-token creature you control dies, you can pay 2 life. If you do, exile it and you make a 1. Okay, cool, cool. Alright, well, gonna do our thing. That's opponent's at 5 poison. I don't think we can quite get in there with our Slaughter Stinger yet, so we're just gonna go with that. I mean, that's almost lethal damage on just an attack. That's 8 damage. I mean, I guess if I attacked with everything... Nah, it wouldn't have changed much. Alright. Get that back. I don't know if we really even need to play anything else. I'm just going to do this. And this, in the event of a board sweeper or something, we'll still be making bodies. I mean, we've gained so much life back at this point. Seems to be getting the job done, though. Yep, opponent says GG. Alright, cool. I don't know what to say. Like, this is just kind of like a derpy little deck that's just like the little engine that could. It's just doing its thing. Almost all new cards, too, which is kind of crazy. I don't know. People always ask that. Like, how am I liking the set? It's fine. I haven't played enough to even have an opinion. But to be fair, I don't have jarring opinions on sets one way or the other. Like, it has to be exceptionally good or exceptionally bad for me. Like, and though I say that, the other day I was discussing with somebody that Kamigawa, like, a lot of people had it as, like, the pinnacle set for them. But honestly, I think from a set design standpoint, I didn't enjoy it as much because the two things people really wanted to be better, Ninjas and Samurai, got, like, some of the worst cards in the set. You know, but I think a lot of people are into it because of Japanese flavor and, you know, I get the crossover with Magic players. So I get it. But it wasn't bad. Alright. What do we got going here? Yeah, Skrelv's Hive's been pretty sweet. We will keep this. We're going to go with the creepy crawling triangle of doom that looks like it came out of a horror movie. Because it really does, honestly. We're going to attack. You're going to bounce our Duder. No, you're going to soul partition our Duder. Wow. Didn't think that was coming. So now I have to decide if Skrelv or Jawbone Duelist is better. I think I'm going to go with Skrelv. Mostly because if they play something, I can possibly remove it with the next entry here anyway. Well, I can't remove that. This gets rid of artifacts and creatures, not planeswalkers. That is pretty nifty, though. What do we feel like doing? What's Jace's ultimate? Oh, we mill a bunch of things. I think we can kill them before we mill out. If we can't, I'll just die. That's fine. I'm going to play this in case they're playing some type of sweepers. Only you really makes sense to attack with. We have to connect to do... Yeah, if a player dealt combat damage. So, yeah, whatever. Which my shields are down, because I can't use Skrelv since I attacked with it. But we do get some fun stuff next turn. Hey, look, another soul partition. Guess what I might try to cast next turn? That's actually an interesting card. I might change my mind. Do we Slaughter Sting? Yeah, let's go with this. You're toxic too, anyway. Let's go. And if they do, like... I don't know, like, just sweep the board here, I can protect something with Tamiyo's Safekeeping. So it's not the end of the world. Do I even want to protect that? I guess it doesn't matter.
Become subdued.
All right, let's see if we can find a land here, because that would help. We didn't. Okay, well. Do I even care? He's going to mill us for 3 times X cards, so, yeah, whatever. Like, we're going for it. F it. Like, it is what it is. In the turn. Opponent's at 4 poison. Like, we can try to get this done next turn. Also, I only have to Tyvar enough so they actually deal damage. That's the other thing. Even if we get my... Oh, you're going to exile? Gosh dang it. Alright, fair enough. Sure. Alright, back at it. Doop doop doo. Bankbuster, you got it. I mean, just keep milling me at this point, opponent. Your plan's working. Alright. I mean, I've also been stuck at 3 lands for who knows how long. We'll protect that. One of the benefits of Tamiyo safekeeping is it doesn't have to go just at creatures. Alright, let's see what we can do. Because the opponent's doing this, I'm going to assume... let's see. We can go from 4 to 6 poison. Is that enough? Probably not. Alright, it gets the negative.
Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
Teferi. That's a nuisance.
We have to be overly serious. Knowledge is meant to be.
All right. Well, I was going to play one of these anyway. Try to get rid of that. Question is, do we go after Teferi? I don't think we do. I think we're kind of forced into just going after the opponent and just saying, you got it, you got it. I think that's just where we are at this point. Alright, they go to 6. Because we get the proliferate bonus, we just have to hope they don't sweep the board here. Otherwise, we're in a world of hurt. Eternal Wanderer. This makes a 2/2, and we can only attack it with one thing. Exile up to 1 target artifact creature. Return. Alright, cool, cool, cool. If they target, we can at least use Tyvar's stand, so that's cool. Each player chooses a creature they control. Each player sacrifices all creatures they control that are not chosen this way. Alright, well. Resolve. Yep. Not a lot we can do about it. You got it.
Who's that handsome devil?
Alright, we'll actually try to keep this one from being targeted. Still don't know how we're going to quite get across the finish line. That's the other issue we have right now. I mean, we're not quite there, and they get to draw at least 2 cards next turn. 3, really, if they want it. Plus their regular draw, right? Yeah. They're at 7. I mean, I guess we have to do this, even if though I don't want to. Alright, here's hoping. I don't know how we're going to get there from here. I mean, they get 2 extra shots, really, for no real mana expense. Getting, I mean, because they can draw from Teferi, they can draw from Jace.
Become subdued.
Show them the edge of your blade.
Oh, they're not, though.
Nobody knows the past better than me.
Okay. So maybe that's good. That's not good for us, though. Okay. Well. I mean, I guess we just use Skrelv and... Oh, but we'd have to protect from 2 colors. That sucks. They just have just the right combination of stuff to be bad for us. What can we do here? We attack with 3 things. Oh, we can't. We can only attack with 2. Ugh. Yeah, there's just not a good choice here. Trying to think if there's anything. I think we're just dead. I don't think we can come back from this. Yeah, alright. I think I can just play a land and pass. Yeah, I think we're just done. And we only have 38 cards, so we are eventually going to be at risk from Jace. I mean, there was a possibility if we drew our Stinger and gave everything +1/+1, that would have helped as well to clear some of the blockers out. That would have been realistic. Which is still possible, I guess. Alright, now they've got colorless blockers, so Skrelv doesn't even do anything. Wait, what did we just do? Oh, I see. So you can get it back and start drawing more cards. That's pretty slick. Yeah, we're not going to block anything. Doesn't really seem worth it. I mean, I guess I could, but what's the benefit? Ah, bruh, really? Alright, cool, cool. We're just going to go GG's. They got us. No, Rifa, don't tell yourself that. Jace is not better than you thought. Like, Jace is exactly what you thought he was. Like, in this scenario, if I was playing an actual aggro deck, I would have killed the opponent long ago. Like, I was attacking with 1/1s and the 1-power creatures, and the opponent was at 6 life. Like, if I had any real creatures, the opponent would have been long dead. We get to go for... Hey, there's the Rot Priest. Hadn't shown up so far. All right, cool. Well, we're going to go, boom, Rot Priest. Since we finally drew it. I really do like that little bubbling animation. That's actually pretty slick. I'm a big fan. This is going to be interesting because... Oh, also Rot Priest. Ooh, I kind of want to do this, though. Knowing I have this. But this making our creatures bigger in this fight is probably smarter. And we could still do either of these plus a 1 mana thing, because we do have several. Same thing we got, huh? Alright, cool. Let us draw another 1 mana thing. Ah, that doesn't cut it. Alright, fair enough. Boom, here we go. I mean, is it possible we're just going to kill them with damage before we get to poison? That'd be kind of silly. They could play Bloated Contaminator, though, and that guy'd be huge. Oh, we also know what's weird. If I target them with this... Oh, it says with a spell, though, not with a permanent. Okay. Yep, no Bloxies. This means they do not have a Stinger. But they're exactly, there's a Contaminator. So, that's good to know. Let's... Yeah, we can play both of these. That makes sense. Put it on there. remove this, but I will take a... Oh, no, I don't. Again, we just talked about that. I'm actually going to go with this and attack with both of these. Actually, this too, because this will get +3. All right, cool. Yeah, whatever. like that's just 12 damage straight up. All right, opponent's at 4. And at 7 poison. Oh, what are we targeting? Nope, that's it. Okay, cool. We'll take it. Oh yeah, I think Jim is great, honestly. Like, Jim is actually... We kind of got to talk for a little bit in Vegas at the Magic 30. Because he was just coming off of playing in the Pro Tour event and everything else. And he's a really nice dude. Seriously. And his early season content with his 10 new brews and stuff is always pretty solid. All right. Hey, Struggle Bust, didn't see you sneak in here. Good to see you. All right. We get to go first. We are definitely keeping this hand. Question is just, what do we start with? And I think it's this. I don't want to run Skrelv out there just unnecessarily. Feels a little silly. And we could just go double strikers. Oh my gosh. I figured this was going to happen. Just so many people want to be on the poison train to start the season. Looks like they're doing some type of proliferate bonus with theirs, which is probably a good way to go, to be honest. It allows you to still do things even if... Oh, that's pretty savvy. I like that. I can respect that. Using Bushwhack to get some free poison tokens. I like it. I like it. You know what? I'm going to go with another one of these. If you have another one, you have another one. So be it. There's Ivy. Oh my gosh, we need a land so bad. So bad. I would have loved to have tried, or at least try to get rid of Ivy. Don't know if it would happen. Alright, well, here's hoping. Don't know if this is going to work, but we got to try. Alright, shore up. Makes sense. It's funny because I was actually considering building one of these lists, so it's kind of cool that somebody actually did it. Alright. Ivy eats it. We get a replacement token. Oh, they may have forgot about Double Strike. I mean, we're trying to do a lot with just 2 lands here. Nope, they're checking their yard. I don't know what's going on. No, I'm probably going to be playing an oil deck over on Twitch tonight as well. Playing some Gruul decks over there. Alright, they're going to go ahead and draw. Since we already have 3 poison, which is pretty slick. This is a card I targeted in the preview season because I actually figured it's not going to be that hard to get 3 poison on somebody, even if that's not your main plan. And getting to draw 2 cards for 1 mana is super strong. Even if it is a sorcery. Oh, I disagree, Chad. I think there's other fun stuff to test. I think we all kind of knew what poison was going to be out of the gate. See you later, Parks. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, opponent's got 3 mana open. They're going to burgeoning to go get another copy, which is pretty slick. I mean, they might be able to kill us without even actually doing anything with that, which is kind of funny. All right, we finally got our third land. We're going to get rid of this. And we're going to attack. All right. We got ahead on the poison count, though they're able to proliferate, so it may not even mean much. All right, let's see where we're at here. We actually, if we had a way to get rid of their Rot Priest, which I doubt it, because I would guess they have a way to protect it. I was going to say, we would be able to have lethal here, but I don't think that's a real thing. So let's... I want to try. I have a feeling we're going to get countered and proliferated. If we believe that's true, then I want to go with this. Alright, they let that through. You let Skrelv through. They do. Alright. Let's give this a bonus. So I'm assuming they'll try to block that. And we have to do that before we attack, because the Slaughter Stinger changes our power toughness. Alright, we attack with this, and yeah, let's just go. Like, if I get got, I get got. Let's do it. I mean, they could fight the small token. Well, that's a thing. Wasn't planning on that card happening, but not a bad one to include in that kind of deck, honestly. I should have seen that coming. That is a real good point. We'll block. No point getting a needless poison there. Oh, nice. Well, that could just end the game, potentially. But we'll just do this instead. Try to remove a blocker, they can protect it, and then we attack with everything. Yeah, that's fine. If we just make this... That's 2, 4, you block, or 5, 6, 7, you block that one, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, all right. Ooh, not you, buddy. Well, that card was late coming back under our sentry. And then we'll pay the life. Doesn't really matter. Protecting from blue. All right, that should do it. Yep. We killed them both ways. All the damages. So yeah, I don't know. That's just weird, man. This deck's alright. It's not bad. I mean, we beat up all the other poison decks, I think. So that was cool. But yeah, I don't know. Let's get 1 or 2 more in with this, and then we'll switch decks. I agree, Coach's Magic. Everybody should like this stream to show support. Actually, honestly, y'all liking the stream will help raise it and put it in front of more people, and that'd be super helpful. And welcome to the 140 of y'all that are watching right now. Like, this has been a wacky and interesting deck, as it turns out. Like, I gotta give it credit. I thought it was gonna... It's a reasonably fun aggro deck, more than it is a fun poison deck. And that's actually really nice for me. So we're gonna keep. We're going to play this, and then Jawbone Duelist, I think, is where we're going. And we have a backup Jawbone Duelist, so that's kind of cool. Now the question is just, how long do these live? I'm assuming half a turn. Nope, there's a Venser. We won't be attacking past a Venser. Well, that's not true. We can remove a Venser, at least. And then we'll attack. I was going to say, kill our sentry and get a Vincer back? That would be real. Oh, that's actually really nice. I am not upset at that, let me tell you. Can I do that? I can do that and play another Jawbone Duelist. That works. Alright, we'll attack with both. Seems reasonable. Does this have anything when it dies? When you proliferate, we lose. Alright, fair enough. I'm going to give this +1 just so I can get greedy and cast the other duelists. I think that's what I want to do. Whoa. Did I do that right? There we go. +1. Alright. And then hope they don't give negatives to our creatures. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think Bloated Contaminator, there's an argument to be made that it's the best green card in this set, just from its size and cost. Alright, opponent's at 8. I mean, they can kill, exactly, kill something, get a creature back. That's your best play here, for sure. 100%. Now, don't kill my other sentry now. Oh, Thrumming Bird. Alright, cool, cool. I attack with both of these. They have to block one. One dies. Fair. Actually, we attack with all three. Yeah. I mean, yeah, one just straight up dies. We kill one. You take one, go to 9. Just a greedy play here. Probably don't need it, but we'll see. I mean, I guess we do, because they just play another creature here. We wouldn't be able to kill them. Each person gets a... Oh, each opponent. Like, okay, we're all good now. They could proliferate themselves and put a counter on there, right? Alright, I'm assuming we end up with 2 poison at the very least. Yep. You make a blocker. And, that's it. Yep. Alright, cool. Hoping to get a deck that looks a lot like this one. Fair enough. 5 more days till it, yeah, it goes live on Tuesday, I believe, at like 9 or 10 a.m. Pacific time, I think is what I saw last night. Yeah, the high defense on the NX Sentry really is one of the selling points on it. It's like a big toughness Brutal Cathar, in a way. Like, it can't get rid of anything, because it can only be up to 3 costs, but it also lets you get rid of artifacts, which is actually pretty reasonable, to be honest, as a trade-off. But yeah, there you go. That's the Selesnya Poison deck that actually worked very well, surprisingly. So, I'm a little... I don't know if I'd say surprised, but it actually worked out pretty neat. It's funny, we get to claim all these rewards that mean nothing because they just give us these accounts to use for the day. Let me check. I just need to do a quick check here to make sure I have enough storage space to save all this stuff that I'm trying to save on this particular... Oh yeah, I cleared off stuff last night. Thank you, Past Me. You made future me a lot happier. How many of y'all do that? That, like, you discover something and you remember that you did a thing previously to make it better and you're happy with yourself for doing it? I love when that happens. Dragon King, just assume my answer is always yes. On how do I like the new set? Just yes. That's my answer. Because here's the thing. And I'm not saying this. I don't want to sound like I'm being dismissive. But I don't know if... I'm trying to find the best way to word this. I don't sound like a grump. But, like, I don't know if me having an opinion on the set really matters, right? If I said, this is the best thing since sliced bread, and then the next 10 people you watch say, it's okay. Or I say the opposite of, this is garbage, I don't know if anybody wants to play it, and then the next 10 people say, like, it's all right. You know, like, it's all just an opinion. Like, I think if there's something specific you want to know, though, like maybe a certain mechanic, or do I feel about a certain card or whatever, or what I would use a certain thing for? I think those are always better questions to ask a streamer, right? Because it's not just a random opinion thing. If you're asking something specific that we can give a better answer to, or like talk about why we like a certain thing or don't like a certain thing, I think like that's better than just like vast opinion of nah, it's okay, or I like this, or I don't. Like, I don't think that's as valuable to you as a viewer, you know. And that's why you notice in a lot of my content, I try to stay away from a lot of that, unless it's just something I think is super fun and goofy and I'm really into it, and then I kind of lean on it a little bit. But outside of that, I try not to do too much of that. Because it's just not valuable to you. You know, I try to value your time as a viewer as well. By the way, still amused that so many people are bothered by the King Darien Extra Large the 8th thing. That is a gimmick I'm just not going to let go, because it seems like almost every other video I put that in, there's people in the comments that are so confused, either confused because they don't know if I'm serious or not, or mad because they think I can't read Roman numerals, which I think is amazing. Blue Green Toxic, we smashed one. That's all I can tell you. I haven't even considered building one yet. I did not see any deck-defining card like Rafine, but maybe it's just me. In the early part of the season, you're gonna see people experimenting with a lot of different cards. So there'll just be some things you just won't see that you're used to seeing, honestly. And to be fair, that's really what today is about, right? We should be playing new cards and showcasing new mechanics, and like, because that's the whole point of early access, right? If I just built a deck that played like, I don't know, the new copy in my control deck, like, I'm really just playing a previous deck and I'm not showing off new cards. So it's kind of silly. Hi, Power. Is this set on a scale of 1 to Eldraine? I don't know. Like, here's the thing. The majority of Eldraine was not that powerful, but like the top 10 or 15 cards were like busted. You know what I mean? Because if you go back to Eldraine, there's a lot of cards we're never going to put into a deck. It was literally like the adventure cards and the stuff that went in that deck, and then like a handful of the rares at the top were just like busted levels of good. But outside of that, I don't know. I don't have much of an opinion, I guess. Like, because again, like, what value is that? Like, it's a thing I hadn't thought about because it doesn't even have value to me to think about. Does that make sense without sounding like an awful person? Like, I don't know. Comparing sets to other, like, somebody asked me the other day. Like, we were talking in the Discord, which, by the way, you should join the Discord if you haven't. The link's in the description. But we were having a discussion in the Discord where somebody was trying to ask like how this set compares to like the last year's worth of Magic sets. And it was kind of like, well, I need your reference for how you view the last year of Magic sets, because some people are like, well, outside of Kamigawa, the last year of Magic sucked. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I put some of those cards in a lot of my decks. Like, I even went through and pointed out decks I've been playing that have almost no Kamigawa cards in them. Though, I will say, Fable of the Mirror Breaker is probably the best card we've had in Standard in a long-ass time. But I think the whole last year each set's had something to bring to the table. So, like, the opinion's going to be different based on how you view them, you know? I think in my opinion, maybe, but, like, I don't think my opinion really carries that much weight. I mean, because again, I always tell people, like, even if I say, I'm trying to think of the best way to word this, like, even if I say something is great, y'all shouldn't take that to heart. Like, that's just how I feel. Right? That's not a direct reflection of the set or anything else going on other than like, I didn't like it for these reasons. But you might love it for those exact same reasons. You know what I mean? Like, I might go, this deck is all control cards or whatever, and it's not my thing, you know. But if you play control decks, you're like, this is the godsend I've been waiting for. You know what I mean? Like, so it's going to be very, very different. Doing mono black rat toxic deck in Historic soon. That actually sounds pretty crazy. Sorry if this was asked, but any possibility of entertaining Gruul Werewolves or of enhancing Gruul Werewolves or Rakdos Vamps? Doubt it. I mean, those decks will get no more creatures. So the problem you have with those decks is at least let's say 16 to 20 of your slots are already going to be taken up on just the thematic creature type, right? So if that's the case, the only thing you're looking at changing is probably spells or support cards. So, I mean, maybe you get a better removal card here or there. Maybe you get something that draws some cards. But, like, those aren't changing. I mean, they just kind of are what they are. Is your oil gruel list running the new Blastoderm? It started with the new Blastoderm. I was playing 2 of them. And then I believe my final list, I need to go look it up. I think I ended up cutting... I'll be playing it on Twitch later. Let's see, my oil list. I think I cut those and ended up adding Thundering Raijus. Because everything has oil counters, so like a Thundering Raiju attack's always going to be like 3 or 4 bonus damage. So like, I think they're Contaminator, Cankerbloom, 2 copies of the Ravager, Adaptive, Fuseling, the little 1/1, Miglos, which is the legendary creature, and Thundering Raiju, I think is how we ended up wrapping that one up. But yeah, I'll be playing it some more. I'll probably feature it on the YouTube channel in the next couple of days. So I think that's going to be the most interesting of them. Money. Yeah, it's true. It's totally based on how a person views fun, on how they view a set or not. Forcing other people to agree with your opinions is our God-given rights as YouTubers. That's funny. That is really funny. But, but the truth is, some people also want that. And that's the hard part as a creator that I have to balance, right? Because some people want you to direct them onto something. Like, I also try to be careful on, should you buy this? Should you not buy that? Is this better? Is this worth more? Should I spend, I try to be very careful how I speak about those things because I know there's people who are just looking for direction, right? And I don't want to walk somebody into trouble, whether that be financially or socially or whatever, just basing something they do on my opinion or my statements, right? So if I do anything, I generally try to put out, here's facts around a thing, and then you can do with that information what you will, right? On the rare occasion where I think something is totally outright better or totally worth buying or whatever, I will say so. But like I'll tell you right now, as far as an investment on Magic cards, I think the best thing for you to do is buy the Commander decks and buy Secret Layers. Because we've seen over time, those have the highest percentage of going up, also by the largest percentage number, and they hold their value the longest. Anything else is a gamble right now. That's it. So that I can say definitively because we have like a multi-year body of work that we can look back to. It's proven itself time and time again. Sure, that's the thing, right? But without sure thing stuff like that, it's a lot harder for me to give that opinion. This early access will be insane. This is going to be fun. Quick question. Do you think there is a place for Phyrexian Obliterator in the Shieldred slot for Mono Black? Yes, but I don't think it's necessary, and you might even need to be playing the big 6/6 flyer. I had that in my video today where I put up 9 more decks. I think a total of 18 decks is what we did, but 9 more decks for Phyrexia. There's a mono black list in that video, and it actually plays the new 6/6 flyer. Matter of fact, I can show you all the deck because it should be over here because I loaded it up already. The Archfiend of the Dross, I believe is what it's called. This guy. This thing, yes, there's a chance you could lose the game, blah, blah, but the reality is this. You're playing a 6/6 flyer for 4. Either your opponent's going to remove it, or they're probably going to die to it. Because there's not very many decks playing flyers that can chump block this. Not to mention that you could still kill the flyers with other black cards and get stuff out of the way. So, rarely, I would think, are we going to die to this? I don't know. It's all theory. We can try it here in a second if you want to, and we can just see. But the reality is, this is a big card that is going to be hard for people to kill. Whereas an Obliterator, while powerful, still is a creature just on the ground and can get chump blocked by all these 1/1s that we've been seeing today already, right? They chump block, they give up another token or something. All right, cool. You're mostly going to end up sitting back with an Obliterator than attacking with it. Whereas this is just like, cool, I'm 6/6, you got to deal with me, right? You've got 2 more turns most likely at that point because you've done damage prior to turn 4 when you played it. Is there a way to give your Archfiend to your enemy in Standard? Yes, there was a card in the last set that lets you draw cards equal to its cost, I think, and then give that card to the opponent. So you can do that. Again, don't know if you really need to. You probably just kill your opponent before that. Dun, 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 dun. I looked up a tutorial for Arena a few days ago, and I was shocked to see you in the tutorial I clicked. I remember first getting into Magic the Gathering. Oh, I was in an Arena tutorial? I didn't. Maybe it's an Arena thing? Man, can you go in the Discord and link me to the video? It might have been something I did for Arena, for Wizards, and they just included it in the Arena demo. I actually didn't even know that was a thing. That's funny. I suppose sometimes it's better to not have an opinion, especially if you haven't put a lot of thought into it. Yeah, well, again, especially with the new set, right? Like, I tell people all the time, like, look at all the preview videos and see how much people say the varying opinions on one card, right? Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be busted. This is going to change the format. This is going to be worthless. Don't spend your money on this. Buy this now before it goes up, right? And then, you know, you get to the end of the season and what? 1 out of 10 people were right on that particular card. You know, and then that same person's going to be wrong on the next 5 cards, right? Because we don't know anything. Like, we haven't seen this in action. We don't know what the metagame's going to look like. Like, so many things could affect opinions on cards, you know. Got that one recently from a random card reward. Oh, cool, cool. All right, so we got that other deck out of the way. So we're going to put in the next round of deck choices, because we just played a green-white deck. All right, we can play the Bant Reconstruction deck. We can go Human Combo, or we will go with Mono Black Aggro. We will let y'all choose between those. So Bant Reconstruction, Human Combo, or Mono Black Aggro. Just let me know in the chat, and I will pick the winner from there. It was for how to claim codes from the... Oh, yeah, that video I did make. I did 2 of those, actually. But yeah, to help people do... That's actually one of my better viewed videos. Like, it helps people a lot. And it's short. You know, it's like a minute. I generally try to do more in-depth stuff, but that's one that, like, it didn't really need a long video. Just like, hey, I know you're struggling with this. Here's the way you do it. All right, so we got 2 votes for Mono Black. There is no Obliterator in the Mono Black. At least I don't think so. Combo. Bant. Bant has 3 votes already. 2 for the Mono Black, 3 for the Mono Black Aggro. So we got a 3-3 tie. So it looks like Combo Humans is out unless it gets a run here. So we've got 3 each for Bant and Mono Black. Only one loving the Combo Humans. Let me know in the chat. Y'all are going to get to decide what we play next. Human Combo. All right, so there's 2. Oh, Mono Black. That's 3. That's 4, actually. 4 for Bant. Though Mono Black would be new and novel in today's standard, let's go Bant. All right, so we got 4-4. Oh, Humans actually got up to 3 votes here. 4 votes. Here we go. 5. Bant. Humans. Oh, now Bant and Humans are in front. Look at this. Bant breaks the tie, so Bant's out in front. More Bant. Okay, all right. So I guess, like, Bant's going to take this one. All right. Did not think y'all were going to pick that one. Y'all actually got me this time. I was wrong. Normally, I kind of know. This time, I didn't think y'all were going to pick that. Yep. All right. We're going to go with the Bant deck. It's got enough of a lead now that's going to be a little harder to run down. So Bant it is. That's where we're going. All right. Let's hop in here and give this one a run. By the way, all these decks are available if you go to today's video, or actually the videos over the last couple of days. But this particular one's in today's video. The link is in the description. You can also go to moxfield/users/PowrDragn, and my decks are over there as well. We said the Bant deck, right? Yeah, okay, let's go. I could have started a poll, but it was actually more fun to actually get people to chat, because there's people that will click the poll and won't chat, and I want to reward the people who are being active the most. Granted, I know there's some people who watch on TV and can't, but they also wouldn't be able to vote on the poll either, so I like to reward people that are being active. That's kind of how I do all my social media. Also, if you have a chance, please remember to click the like button because that helps out, especially while we're live, to help more people see it. Okay. Let's get in here. We got 2 lands. Opponent's going first. We can play Gala Greeters. You know, let's do it. Let's do it. It's not the fastest hand by any stretch, but you know what? It might work out. I mean, Gala Greeters might also just get insta-dead, but... Oh, I wish I would have had that turn 1. Dang it. That's tough. All right, I'm going to play this because I have a feeling we're probably going to need to play some back-to-back Annex Sentries here. Annex Sentry is going to hopefully help us out. Well, okay, well, it gets rid of one of those with no downside, so that's not bad. Okay. I mean, we're not really getting ahead here, though. So this could be a bit of trouble. But if we keep drawing lands, maybe we stick a big Kayla's Reconstruction, and that could be all right. We'll see. Either, yeah, I don't know. This is tough. I'm trying to decide, depending on what the opponent does, will be whether we want to play Jewel Thief or Sentry. Oh, gosh. Well, that's a whole lot of not good for us. Oh boy, the best we can do is 1 point to Nissa here. Yep, this is going to be bad. Think opponent just was on the play, got in front of us, and we had a slow hand, and now we're getting punished. And they get to copy stuff now with their reflection. Yeah, we're just too far behind. I'm just going to let the opponent kill us in GG here. We're not coming out of this one. Yep. Yeah, we're just going to get beat here. We just have to suck it up. I mean, I say that. We could go wider than the opponent, potentially. So let's... Trying to figure out... I could do this, then Malcator, get a treasure. I could do this for 3 or 4 next turn. Dissident could let us put counters on things if I did that first. But I need the mana more. So let's do this. Get the treasure, because sadly that's too important here. Get a +1? No attacks. I mean, this is going to be hard to win, but I think it's possible. I might even just Dissonant plus Jewel Thief next turn, and then we'll try to Reconstruction on the next turn. I think it's going to be the plan. No, poison counters will not be the new meta. It's literally just because it's new when people want to try it today. Like, it won't be the meta after, like, 3 days. Not that it won't be part of the meta, but it won't be the meta.
Flesh decays. Metal is eternal.
Alright.
Embrace the inevitable.
Yep. We're going to get just overrun, I think, is going to be the issue here from Nissa.
Welcome, my companion.
Alright, we did get a land. Not sure how this is going to work just yet for us. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're going to get both of these along the way. You know what? I might even just take 2 life here. Just to try to set up a world where we could survive the overrun. Bigger toughness probably matters here. Alright. We're going to be able to do a max reconstruction, at least. So there's that. Probably reconstruct for 4. I mean, I guess we could do for the full, like, 5 or 6. But, like, I don't think we'll get that many cards. Because there'll be at least a land or 2 in the middle of there. But yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to overcome this. Especially with them being able to still copy a thing, being able to make another token. be able to overrun with like 7/7s and 8/8s. Like, it's not a good situation for us. No blocks. Yep. I mean, I guess if we got Urza, we'd pump up several creatures, which could help. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one.
Our strength multiplies.
But I assume they're going to try to overrun next turn. We probably actually need Urza more than anything here, or I don't think we have a shot. Wait, this is actually only for the number of forests, though, right? Yeah, okay. Well, they only have one forest. Okay, so maybe we have more than I thought. More opportunity, anyway. Dissident, you were not what we were looking for, but you're also not bad. +1. And then here, I guess we're just going to do this for 3? Let's see what happens. Okay, not bad. We do get all 3 things. We do get to exile something. Do we want it to be a reflection? That's kind of where we're at. I guess it has to be reflection, reluctantly, even though the 8/8's super annoying. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of sad. Get treasure in case some scenario comes up there. We're going to get all these anyway. Let's put a +1 here. +1 here. Put another one there. Probably here on the trampling creature. This is the benefit of having all of these, because we're able to get... Now, if we'd have had an artifact instead of the little teething wormlet, then we would have got another 3/3 as well, and would have got another stack of triggers, which would have been pretty awesome. All right, we'll put that here as well. Put that here. Yep, you get another body. Makes sense. Feel free. And the turn, no attacks. All right. Now we get that. Oh, I forgot, because we got the treasure from the Galagrators. Oh, so we did get the other 3/3. Awesome. Yeah, I'll just make this into a big body somewhere along the way, I guess. All right, so we're at 21. We can sustain some hits here. Now I'm kind of looking for Urza, because we have the mana to actually activate Urza's other ability, making copied things into 1/1s or whatever, but then also pumping all of our team, which could start pressuring the opponent a bit. This, however, does cause poison problems. This is going to put us at 13 life, potentially, with overrun effect. Because remember, it is just +1, but they would still get overrun's ability, which would trample through. So that is a real problem.
Embrace the inevitable.
Yep, Planeswalkers keep growing. Opponent's at 13, though. Like, this is starting to encroach on being a thing. It's not quite there. I lose the Malcator. That kind of sucks. Could be a real problem. All right, get another token. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But our small ones are still too small to force the issue. All right, let's draw here. Really hoping for another reconstruction. That's sort of what we're digging to here. That doesn't hurt us, though. Go ahead and get the treasure, because we get 2 +1s for the exchange. Make this big, make this big. Just giving us a chance to block as many things when that time comes. But the creatures are getting progressively larger with Nissa, unfortunately. If we hit Urza and or Reconstruction, I think we have a chance. But outside of that, I think we're going to be in a world of hurt. What do we got going here? Playing a PTQ in Italy soon. That's pretty cool. All right, they're cycling. Didn't go to have another forest in play for their Nissa. Not that they need it desperately. If we win this is going to be remarkable. I mean, seriously.
You fight for me now.
All right, we take 2. This is sad because opponent is going to start gaining life after a point here, which is going to be annoying for us, making it even harder for us to kill them.
You know nothing of Phyrexia's plans.
Hopefully they don't kill our creatures along the way here.
Welcome, my companion.
All right. Yeah, more blockers. That is a problem. You don't really help, unfortunately. Let's draw a card, though. Wow, that's no help to us either. Very disappointing. However, we can get 2 triggers here. Oh, no, just 1 from having an artifact. Oh, no, we'll get 2 artifacts into play, though. All right. So that does help. So let's juice this one up so we can block at least that. Then we'll put one here, put one here. All right. We do get Death Touch on these little dudes, which do matter. But they still have enough things to deal with it, so we just pass. Oh, we're going to get something dead. Yep, there goes the Jewel Thief. It ain't making it. I mean, honestly, if they kill our Jewel Thief and then just give their stuff overrun, I think they just kill us. Like, I don't think we have a real shot. Like, we only drew one of our big cards the whole way, so we didn't really do our job to close out this game. Or, oh, you know what? We have the swords in this deck and we didn't draw them. Like, while we had the big monstrous creature, the sword would have been so good. Ah, I just realized that. Sure. Just kill us. Alright, cool. GG's. Like, that was such a long, boring game. I'm sorry y'all had to sit through that. I'm saying overrun because it gives a bonus and trample to all your stuff. It's not just trample. They get plus to the number of forest and trample. Pretty much any type of ability like that, old schoolers, we all just call it overrun. Because we all know what you mean. You're getting some bonus and giving your creatures trample. The same way we shorthand a lot of other cards. We just say like, that's overrun. Or if we're talking about like black spot removal, sometimes you hear people say just terror. And we know that terror is not standard legal, but we know what you mean. You're just playing some 2-mana black spell killing a creature. Like, take your pick of what you want the spell to be. Alright, gotta wait on an opponent here. See what's going on. Akirat, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, also, while we have downtime, please remember to watch the videos I've been putting up with these decks and stuff, explaining them, putting them out, because those have such a harder time getting views, and really sucks for my channel for like a week while I'm doing new content stuff. Ah, we drew the sword. There it is. All right, let's see if we can get this into play. I want to see if this does anything. This hand's actually kind of medium, though, to be honest. I'm going to keep it, but it's not a great start. Alright, you got it. You got it. Oh, I didn't get an early second turn play. Oh, that was the wrong land. Oh, I just GG's. Like, I messed up. I needed to have the Bank Buster in play, and I don't. That's just a mistake on my part. Alright. I'm just going to pass. Let the opponent do their thing. Just so their viewers get to see them at least do their thing. Alright, cool. They have inevitability. I can just pass now. Like, I at least let, you know, because everybody's streaming. I want their audience to at least get to see their decks do stuff. Slivers probably won't be coming back. I mean, my thing with Slivers is, like, they ended up putting some in Modern Horizons 2, I think it was. And I feel like that started to fill the gap for, like, the few things Slivers don't do. Right? Other than just reprinting a bunch of Slivers, which you could. I mean, maybe the Phyrexians decide they want to use Slivers to infiltrate human territory or something. There's probably some room for that. Alright, let's keep it. Definitely need some land. Preferably a white land. But this is at least a reasonable start. Because we can Gallagreators, maybe even into Jewel Thief, and end up with a couple of treasure, and see what that does. Ooh, that doesn't make it very easy to play a Jewel Thief at all. But we're at least going to run this out, see if it survives. My guess is it doesn't. But you don't know till you know. People really come after Gallagreators, though. Like, rarely does Gallagreators get to sit if there's any semblance of removal. Alright, what are we playing? Playing a dead Gallagreators, that's what we're playing. Fair enough. We didn't find... I was hoping we found an untapped land there. We didn't, though. I tried. Alright, Fable it is. Alright. No! Leave my Jewel Thief alone. It didn't do anything to you. So we're not even playing new cards. We're just playing the deck that already exists. Oh, come on, 5-color. Y'all are better than that. Nope, we're gonna kill our Gallagreators. Nope. Treasure. You're not missing anything with our graveyard being covered. Alright. What do you want to do? Gonna kill our Dissident. Fair enough. Yep, more treasure. And a Shieldred. Sure. Yeah, alright. I think I actually don't get to play anything here. I just have to pass, 'cause I think I have to try to resolve Kayla's reconstruct. Actually, oh, that's a bad play. Because I can't use Kayla's to get rid of Shieldred. Alright, cool. I'm just going to GG the opponent. Like, I'm not... Like, they didn't even play a single new card. What was the point of even building that deck on early access? Like, see, these are the people that bother me. Because this isn't even a good video to use because we're not showcasing new cards. Like, bruh, come on. Like, be better. That's the whole point of today. Doop, 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 doop. But it's alright. I mean, their draw beat my hand anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like, it's Does exactly what it's supposed to. And this is really good, though. Yeah, and this is legit good. I've been trying to tell you all that. Like, that's a reason they're in all these different Gruul decks I've been building. Like, this is great. This we have to mulligan. This we get to keep. And we will scrap. Whew. I guess a Teething Wormlet. Here comes the red cards. I mean, I guess you have to kill a Wormlet if you can. Nope. No blocks. And that just sacks to draw cards, right? Yeah, okay. Just had to make sure I remember what it did. Go ahead and play this. Oh, they did have a removal card. Look at that. They had to play with fire. Alright. Swift Spear. Sure. It gets in there. We're still not blocking. Gallagher's still dead. Interesting that they gave us the option to block, but then they were able to spend it, so it kind of makes sense. Let's go ahead and get rid of something here. I feel like it should be this. Costs less for each oil counter on it, so they could do it for 4. You discard your hand and draw 4. That's actually really good, but I'm gonna get rid of this just to prevent damage. Alright, one of those is a land, so they could use that if they want to. We'll block here. If you have the right card, you get your dude back, it's fine. Like, we could have lived with that. Ah, this is tough. Yeah, I can't really... We're just short on land. I needed land. I really wanted to get into a situation where we could maybe get both Dissonance down and then play that, but no luck. Yep, here comes some cards. Which is great for them. Now they're reloaded, ready to go. Assuming Jewel Thief is dead on sight. Or not. Oh, I disagree, Pablo. I don't think you say I'm just not playing a Planeswalker because one card exists. I think you still play it. I would almost argue that the Planeswalker that makes sizable creatures is still worth playing because now you have an additional thing that you could actually sacrifice to the Invoke Despair other than just the Planeswalker, so you prevent another card from them. Alright, this doubles up damage. Yeah. The source you control will deal non-combat damage. Alright. Whew, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I really want... I think we just do this and wait, though. Just get us another body. We might just die to burn damage. Being real with you here. Like, getting stuck on land was not great. Alright, that is going to deal 2 damage, unfortunately. If they attack, we have to gang block. I was going to say, that wasn't even a choice. Yeah, I'm just going to use a treasure, because if we find an artifact, we at least have a chance. But now I almost need it to be Gallagher's, Wormlet, whatever, because we're going to be so low on life that we're going to die to 2 burn spells here. Yeah, I'd just shoot us and then draw another one and shoot us again. Because they get to reload their hand, which is the other thing. Yep. I mean, we're only at 8. We can die a lot of different ways. I mean, they might discard their hand and just go for burn spells with us being at 8. I don't think that's an unreal option. Oh, no. That's way scarier for us. Ugh. Ugh, and we didn't draw anything there. Damn. That hurts. That's just painful. Yeah, opponent. You might have this outright. Yeah, exactly. Load your hand up, find a removal spell, and just end this. Still didn't attack. Interesting. So now what? I guess it has to be one of these. Where do we put the counters? Just on the biggest toughness things? Spread the love around, I guess. I mean, I don't see... Without gaining life here, I don't know how we're gonna survive. Like, I can't even... I mean... Oh, yeah. They got us now. Because I was gonna say, even if we found a reconstruction, I mean, we're only doing it for 2.
Give a toast? I'd love to.
Sure. I mean, it's something. Yeah. Draw a card? See if we can find a 1-mana thing? Oh, you're so late. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, I mean, sure. Don't love it, but what are we going to do, you know? All right, you got it. Oh, are you going to pump a dude? Okay, just going to give it indestructible. Fair enough. All right. I'm pretty sure we're dead now. We just hung around too long without doing anything productive. And again, playing against mono red, if we'd have found a sword would have been great here. Opponent, you just got to put us at 4 and find any burn spell practically. Kills it. They're digging, not even shooting us. There you go. There's 4 damage. There you go. You got it. They must have only had 1 burn spell in hand. Yeah, that's what I figured. All right, cool. GG's. All right. Let's give this a couple more rounds of play, and we'll see what's up. That was a pretty cool red deck, though. Sadly, we had answers, but we didn't draw any of them. Even while we sat there for all that time with just the 3 dissidents. That was pretty sad. Playing against Hello, good game. Ooh. Yeah, I guess we keep this. This is interesting. I don't even remember seeing these. These must have been a secret lair. And a Skrelv. Nope. So often we've seen 1 planes, it's been Skrelv. Well, there's Skrelv's Hive. We were close. Alright, gonna play this out there. Okay, let's... Yeah. I was debating what I was going to do, but I think this is where we want to start. Get rid of this. Put a counter here, because this is what we're going to get to attack with. Try to get in there for 2. Enforcements. Sure. Feel free to double block it. Alright, so this is more of a token deck than a poison deck, it looks like. Yep.
No.
Sure.
You can deal with my
Let's try to set up a reasonable Kayla's reinforcements here. No attacks. Let's see what we can do. Alright, they're going to draw a card.
dire times call for dire tactics.
Let's see if our creatures live is kind of the first thing here. Jewel Thief, you dead? Alright. It's very dead. Oh, looks like this is going to be very dead too. Oh, okay. That's actually fine. They actually had to give up creatures to do it. We're okay with that. Alright, I'm going to wait on this reconstruction now, because we have this plus Malcator, and maybe we end up with more stuff from it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get a treasure here. Alright. Now, they can still use this again, sack a token, kill our Malcator. That's fine. Cost of doing business. Yeah, they weren't going wide. That doesn't seem to be their plan just yet.
I bring my own.
Alright, they're down to 1 live card. Because they either get to, I'm guessing, kill something or sack one of their own things and get rid of something. Malcator is probably the most scary for, like, if you don't know what the card does, or like what I'm using it for, you probably want to get rid of Malcator, honestly. But that does open the door for a full-size Kayla's reconstruction, so we're pretty happy about that. There's an extra Jewel Thief, which is pretty good. What if we Jewel Thief? That's probably greedy. Let's just do this for 1, 2, 3. I think 4 is probably good. I don't think we need to do it for more than that. Let's go 4. Alright, we're going to go... Ooh, we got a sword, too. Let's go Thief, Bankbuster, Sword? Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. I think. I'm like double checking. Oh, we get the other Thief anyway, because I did 4, not 3. I normally do it for 3 so often. +1 treasure. And then we get our pile of stuff. We can also blow up some treasure to equip this sword. So we'll put that on this duder, I guess. Actually, this is only when it damages a player, though. Alright. Do it anyway. Because it allows us to attack and them not double block this. So, I'm still down with it. We'll just try to make sure that's dead. Oh, they had to destroy evil. Gosh, dang it. Ah, well. At least their hand's empty now. And we have Jewel Thieves with swords and spare mana. So, this isn't bad. We're actually in a pretty reasonable spot here. Took a little bit to work into it, though. Alright. So, we know a land and something.
A fair trade.
Alright. Down to 18 or 16. Take our turn. Do not need the land. We will equip up one of those. Attack this at the opponent, this at Soren. Alright. We get to look at some cards. We can play an extra land this turn. Matter of fact, we'll just play both of those. We'll draw a card. Teething Wormlet. That's awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and do this and just say, whatever. If you have something to sweep the board, let's see it. In the turn. Which they might. I don't know. But we'll find out. Making a 1/1. Sure. Take the damage. Worthless card for us there, but we... You know what? I'm actually going to draw from the Bank Buster. I was thinking about attacking with it. That doesn't really help us now, does it? Alright. On to attacking. Nice. Not mad at that. And then we'll play that just because. And we can play an extra land, but I think I'm actually going to do this. In case something goes sideways, we can draw a couple cards. And GG's. That's where the mites can't block, unfortunately. Alright. That sword's really good. Are we playing Vindicator? Not in this list, because it requires 4 white mana, and we are playing other colors, so I wouldn't reliably be able to cast it. White Sun Zenith, that's interesting. I could get behind that a little bit. I wouldn't be too upset at that. Okay, what do we do with this? This is a mulligan, I think. If we don't have anything to play on 1 or 2, I don't think we really want to keep it, so... we technically got that. Wow, that's not good. Ugh. I think Malcator's got to go there. Oh no, can I get a Wormlet? I can get a Wormlet. Alright, cool. Man, is it weird that an Annex Sentry is probably going to get rid of a Teething Wormlet? That's not what I expected I'd be doing today, but here we are. Good news is, though, we did already secure 3 white, so now we just have to find more mana. What if you had another Wormlet? I'm not blocking, because mine's going to be a little better. But not immediately. Not enough that I want to give that up. We still force them to find an artifact, which they probably have. It's going to be a little gross if they also have a sentry. We have a Skrelv's Hive. Okay. So we got away with 1 for a turn there. Yeah, I think we still do this. And we get an attack in... I should have attacked with the Bank Buster. That would have been 1 more point. Especially since I'm not doing anything else with it. Just clicked a little too fast there. But now let us find something small. We can take advantage of this stuff. Would be real nice. Actually, a Greeters would be great here. Oh, well, for us, not for them. Like, we were supposed to have the Greeters opponents. Come on now. Sentry. That's an interesting choice. Man, because both of these are going to be somewhat problematic. Problem is now, we kind of just have to get rid of their Wormlet so we can actually fight. Even though the Dissonant's going to be very good for them over the next couple turns. Yeah, okay. Might as well stay aggressive. I mean, for all we know, they just have lands in hand or something, so we'll see. Little tough decision, though, because if we do get a land, I think we're just going to Kayla's Reconstruction and just go for it. See if we hit something. If not, hopefully it's somebody, again, a Galagreeters or something we can use with our own Dissonant would be great. Living wish for a Vindicator right now? Yep, I wish it were possible. So they did have a land. Well, the question is, what's the other card? Come on, what you got? Oh, that doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. Okay. Well, this is unfortunate. Because now we don't even have a good attack. Because they can make a creature with their land, right? Because that's not even sorcery. No. I guess we just draw. See what happens. Because, man, I really don't know. I mean, if it's another... That's not what we wanted it to be. Alright. I was thinking... Even... that doesn't help either. Yeah, there wasn't anything great, I think, to draw there. We're just kind of hoping to survive these next 2 turns okay. Yep, make another token. Get some triggers. You got it. The best thing right now would be to find a sword, because you'd have protection from green, and that'd be awesome. Because the other things already can't block, so they don't even matter. Yep, you got it. Bankbuster, that does count. Yep. Ooh, wedding announcements. Ooh. Alright, now they're getting to go real wide. This is going to become a problem real quick. Alright, at least we found a land to let us do some more stuff with this. So, 3 hits. Let's see what we find. Any chance there's another annex entry? Oh, there is. Oh, that was nice. Alright. Let's get rid of Gala Greeters, since you're the other part of this issue. Put a counter here. Counter here. We'll put a counter here. And we'll attack with probably everything? Maybe not quite everything. This, because these can't block. We don't have any poison right now, so that's probably fine. Yeah, let's not get too crazy. Let's just attack with those, I think. Yep. Oh, I do lose our other dude. I wasn't paying attention yet. I'm 1 toughness too small. Oh, that's bad. That was a mistake. I mean, I say that. Opponent's at 8. I mean, I guess we're mostly fine. They do get to gain a life here, though. Lose a life, gain a life. So, I mean, it's a wash, I guess. Alright, what do you got going on here? Ooh, good thing that showed up late. That would have been a problem like 4 turns ago. And they're not quite at lifelink status. I mean, you might as well attack with the tokens. They're not blocking. I mean, like, you might as well get something for your effort. Okay, this does complicate things, though, because they do have a bunch of blockers that are not green. So what are we looking to do here? Start here. We'll figure it out from there. Make this even bigger, I guess. Who's the game opponent block with it right currently? 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, I guess if they want to go nuts. We could play this. That puts another +1 here. We swords it up. That's 11. But they wouldn't be able to block with the Teething Wormlet anyway. So it'd be 8, 9, 10. All right. I mean, I guess so. Sounds crazy, but here we go. I mean, they're just going to block with the 1/1 anyway, right? Doesn't really matter. Doesn't have trample. We just get Death Touch. All right. Maybe I'm supposed to put it on like a sentry or something and attack, but we'll see. Oh. Huh? Really? Oh, I guess you could pay mana and make it indestructible, I guess. But you would have to pay life. I mean, okay. Not how I thought they were going to block. They could have an overrun type card. That is true. I think we'll accept that if they have it. I mean, they do get 2 life back here. And honestly, this is really because I made a mistake. The previous attack step, attacking with that other annex sentry when I didn't have to. Otherwise, we'd be in pretty good shape here. And an opponent would have like 3 less life. I'm assuming at some point those are attacking, right? No? Nope, they're not. Okay. Sure. If we go treasure, then we're just gaining life. We're going to get a treasure anyway, so sure. Or we're going to get an artifact, not necessarily a treasure. Juice one of these. We'll go ahead and, well, cancel that. Let's draw with this one. Yeah, well, that's not real helpful now, is it? What are we looking to do here? I think Madrak's just going to get us here. I think we're too far behind. I'm trying to think, like, opponents at 7. These don't block, though. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, technically 7, because they can also crew the Bank Buster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have exactly 7. So that probably isn't what we're looking to do. Alright, I guess that's all we can do is pass, sadly. There's nothing productive there. Like, I could attack, but I just cost them, like, 1 token. I don't think that's really all that worthwhile here. Yep. Yeah, I think they've got this one. Alright, what you got, opponent? I mean, at some point, you just attack with everything. I mean, I feel like if these had been attacking the whole time, we'd probably be dead. I mean, literally, just get it, because they're not blocking. Like, as long as you have some number big enough to deal with, or to crew a Bank Buster, I don't think anything else from those matters, really. Yeah, just force me to block them. I mean, that's 9. Like, I mean, like, I die in 2 turns to those if I don't chump block on some level. And honestly, if they attack with them, I'm not even going to block. I'm just going to let them kill me. But we'll see what they do. Though, now that they tap Bankbuster, do I have a chance? I don't think I have enough bodies. Let's draw a card. Do you want to crack this? I guess we'll draw a card with this. I might even still just crack the treasure anyway, to be honest. Yeah, let's just do it. Because we're basically a turn from dying here regardless. That did not help us. Ooh, Malcator, you are a little bit late, friend. Beseju, wow, you've been good a while ago. Not so much now. Yeah. Like, I'm just like, what are we doing here? Not much of anything. Alright. Let's get Malcator down. I don't even know if it matters here. Just get some life out of the exchange, I guess. I don't know. Alright. Put another counter here. Put a counter over here. Put one here, make a 4/4. I think I'm actually going to... I think I'm going to move the sword over to the Briarbridge tracker. Alright, so now the opponent's got 2, 4, 6 viable blockers. We have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attackers. So 2, 4, 6. So our smallest ones are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not going to be enough to get them. Huh. So now I'm thinking, do I try to destroy one of these? Because it's lose 2, gain 2, so it's not... I guess it doesn't really matter. Those aren't doing much here. I'm gonna pass. No, neither of those are in this deck. Alright, we will put another counter... Let's make another big 4/4 body. Alright, let's see what's up. There are a million cards you can put into every deck list, and they're going to look great in certain situations, but they're going to be bad in a lot of others. Now y'all are just naming cards. We've got a good set of blockers now. Now we don't die to the tokens. We're not as worried about it anymore. They did get up to 12 life, which is going to make it a bit more difficult here. Dissident? Alright, that's going to give you a way to put more pluses on things. Which they can do by just making another might. Alright, let's draw a card. Wormlet. Okay, not sure that's really beneficial. Not quite what we're looking for. I'm going to go ahead and draw here. Ugh. That's definitely not what we were looking for. Jeez. Okay. Try to spread this out, I guess. Oh, if I was going to do it, I forgot. I should have done the Dissident first. That was the big mistake here. Because I just missed out on some extra points. For no reason. Alright. Let's gain the life. Gain the life. Because we'll get the treasure and then we'll get the bonuses from these. Alright, so now the question just comes down to, can we force through enough damage? They are at 12, though. And we'll make this one bigger. And I guess a pilot bigger. Because this is all about, like, what can sneak through now is where we're at. Okay. So, opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers, if the math is right. 2, 4, 7. And we have eligible attackers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 4 are going to get through. Our 4 smallest things currently are... Well, this is attacking as a thing. So, actually, we can attack with that. Actually, is that it? Because we can crew Bankbuster. I mean, I guess we try? Let me see. Let me do that again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're going to be just a hair short. Dang it. Alright, I guess I have to pass. We're just barely outside the realm of where we need to be. And they're going to gain an extra life here, so that's going to suck. Yep. Oh, they get 2 extra. Yeah, so they're going to have 4 extra life by the time we attack. So that doesn't help. Though we are getting a bigger creature here, so it's whatever, I guess. Alright, we'll put counters, 1 here. We'll put a counter, 1 here. And we're just going to pass. I guess I need to destroy one of those, honestly. Is really what I need to do. I should have done that a while back. I just hesitated too long, and now I'm paying for it, honestly. It's my own fault. I should have just killed it when I had the chance. Yep, you got tokens. Alright. Let's see what they do here, though. We might still be able to do it. There are some combinations of things that would be helpful. Oh, here we go. They finally got the card they were looking for, right? Okay, first off, let's go ahead and draw. Oh, that's not very helpful. Would have been good, I guess, to play it last turn. Alright. So we go and assign our blocks and assume we're going to just die anyway, but... we'll put you in front of one of those. Oh. And then... you in front of one of them, you in front of one of them, you in front of one of them, you in front of one of them. Sure, you can fight one or try to. I'm sure this ends poorly for us, but we're going to do it anyway. And, yeah, let's go ahead and crew a Bankbuster. Oh, I should have done that beforehand. That's 7 getting through. I guess they proliferate and we die. Yeah, sure. Alright. I mean, we knew we were going to lose some things in this exchange. I just had to make it not as painful as possible. Alright. They do what they're going to do. Fortunately, we didn't lose a crazy amount, but we did lose enough that we can't actually punch through now. All right. Maybe this helps. We'll just go for 4. I can't imagine we're going to get more than that. Actually, we might as well just go for 5. Okay, 4 would have still hit, so fair enough. Yeah, we get all of them. We'll keep the bigger one. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Gosh dang it. Ah, well, it doesn't matter, I guess. It's 1 point difference. Where do we put the counters? I guess here. 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 Sorry, y'all. This is a lot of triggers that have to go off here. We're just going to set up to try to do what we need to do next turn. And then we'll play this one, which is going to set off another round of triggers. And we will put them here. And yeah, again, spread the love around a little bit. All right. So, double checking again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll call it 8 because you still have that. We can attack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 bank busters. Yeah, it's not even enough. All right. Next turn, maybe. Depending on what we draw. If we can get another artifact or something that makes 2 artifact triggers, then possibly. Oh yeah, we get this, though. Forgot this has another bonus. That matters. Okay. I guess we just make the smallest things bigger. All right. Well, that makes a big difference. Yep. I should probably just been attacking with the wormlet anyway. Just if they want to trade or block or whatever, that's fine. Okay. I mean, we're eventually just going to get overrun by mites, right? It's got to be the game plan. Because we only have, what, 2 turns that we could survive and then just die to those? Do. Yeah, I think another reconstruction or at least something on the level of like Bankbuster to get 2 cards. It's going to take something like that for us to be able to push through, I think. I think I played this game pretty badly, though. I mean, this goes all the way back to us even letting them get the wormlet back. Then just not attacking with our biggest wormlet all this time. So, like, they're in this because of mistakes of my own, and I have to just own that. All right, you got it. Yeah, now I don't think we can win. Now that they got another announcement. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, GG's. We're dead. Yeah, I could have won that one. That's strictly on me. I can't even blame the deck. Like, that's a total me problem. There were 2 key things in there I could have done to win that game, and I didn't do it. And I think that's the thing, too. A lot of times, I think people will see plays and say, like, oh, I lost because my opponent top decked this thing, or I got unlucky, or... It's like, Sometimes there's stuff you actually did that cost you the game. You just have to be able to recognize it. And I don't think a lot of people can sometimes. We get to go first. Man, if we don't draw an... You know what? I'm going to play the Wormlet turn 1 anyway. So if they have a removal, it kills a Wormlet and not the Galagreeters. Worst case scenario, we play a Wormlet behind it. And then if we do get another land, then we just play Jewel Thief, I think is what we're going to do. And hope for the best. But we'll see. Okay, well, that didn't work, so we're on this plan. Alright. Come on, what we got? Alright, that's not so bad, at least for a turn. That's going to be a little more problematic over the next couple. And sadly, it's not even worth trading here. We just got to pass. So the adaptive is going to be at least a 2-2. Well, that one's already a 2-2. Oh, and do these get to be 3-3s? Because if you have like a 3-2 here, that'd be awesome. Nope, they have a commies player. That makes sense. Attack and I'm not blocking. Okay. Yeah, I think we still need a Jewel Thief. I was thinking I might Malcator here, but it's like, nah. We still get a 3-3. Getting the treasure is pretty critical. We're going to get 2 treasure. I'm going to take the treasure because we can actually Kayla's reconstruction. And that's pretty strong. Especially if we get a land and we can reconstruction for 3. That's pretty big. I assume our Jewel Thief's not going to make it here. Yep. Then a Bank Buster. Interesting. I wouldn't expect Bank Buster to be in those lists, but I'm not blocking here. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Excellent. We got a land, so we're just going to go big. Blowing up all that treasure. For 3. Not bad. Ooh. Ooh, getting the Dissidents could be really good here, too. Ah, gosh. That is... Oh, that's a decision, especially with Malcator in hand. But we are low on life, too. Ah, jeez. Okay, I'm going to take a Galagreeters because I'm a wuss. Get rid of one of these. And then we'll get a +1. We'll get treasure. And then we'll get the life. Then on this one, we'll get treasure. And we'll get +1. I think that puts us at a safe range for now. And we'll pump that one up so we can more likely hold on to it. And I will attack with these. Alright. We got up to 11 life. We got a problematic card out the way. Bloated Contaminator is big as hell. That's a problem. Don't like that card. But we're okay. We're okay. Because we know what's in our hand. Ooh! Another Reconstruction. I think we're probably going to do that. This gets us an artifact that pumps a thing. Then we get 2 bonuses. You know what? I'm going to gamble. I mean, we know one of them probably won't be Dissident because we just lost one. But if one of them's a Sentry, this is pretty powerful. Oh, they gave us the angry emote. It is a Sentry. And we get another Galagreeters. Actually, we might take Bank Buster here. Nah, because we know what's in our hand. We're going to take Galagreeters. Get rid of this duder. Get a +1. Get this. Get this. Do. Million things going off. Bonus here. Yep, you got it. Bonus here. Bonus here. And here. And here. Alright. Not gonna attack just yet, because we can just go off next turn getting a pile of things. And then we'll attack with everything. Yep, that's what we want to see. Bloated Contaminator, not as concerning this time. Excellent. We're just going to spend all our mana to do all the things. Yep. And +1, +1, +1. Bonuses on our sentries, most likely. Then play this duder. Since we just get to replace the treasure anyway. This is so much. This is just overkill. And, yeah, we attack now. Probably not you. I don't think... It doesn't even matter, because if they double block that, like, yeah, whatever. Like, it's skids of damage. Literal skids of damage. So much. Alright. Wow. 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 Yeah, no, this one's pretty fun. I dig it. I think there's a couple of things that could still be done to it, but it's neat. It's neat. I'm not upset to have had built that one and played it. I think it's kind of cool. Oh man, that was pretty cool though. I don't mind it. Yeah, in that previous game, I really should have just Besaju'd one of their Skrelv's hives, and I think I could have won that sooner as well. There's a bunch of things I could have done in that game, honestly. That's one of those ones that if you go back and look, I probably, even seeing like 3 issues, I bet I could pick out like 3 or 4 more if I stared at it long enough. No, we don't want Meat Hook Massacres. Meat Hook Massacre is not what we want. You wonder how many permanents the UI supports without breaking? A lot, actually. Over 200 per side. It's quite a lot. It's like 200 and... It's a big old number. I think tokens-wise, I think you can have as many as 236 tokens or something like that on top of everything else you have. So it's got to support at least up to 300 per side. I don't know when somebody would have more than that, but it at least does that. I guess it would make sense if it was 200 and whatever the number is, 236 tokens plus 100 cards. Maybe more than that. Because, well, I guess, yeah, probably another 200. So I would guess somewhere between 400 and 500 per side before it blew up. But I can't imagine what your game state would look like to even, or what your decks would have to be to even make that a possibility and somebody not win at that point. That would be very strange. I mean, I guess it's possible. It's magic. Weird things happen, but I don't know what that would be. All right. So that was actually a fun experiment. Don't mind that. 240 tokens plus 300 land, 200-ish non-token. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's possible it's some big number, but I don't know why it would need to be bigger than that, honestly. Okay, so we have a little time left. So now when I'm done here, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to grab something to eat. We'll probably end up on Twitch. If I were guessing, I would say somewhere around between 6:30 and 7:30 Pacific. So if you want to come hang out over there this evening and play more Magic, that's a thing we'll be doing. But let's take a look at... what do we want to do? All right. So, and again, you have to vote in chat for this to count. And somebody asked earlier, why don't I just do a poll? Because I like people participating and being active. So this is why I do it the way we do. But let's take a look at either Selesnya tokens, mono black aggro, or Azorius artifacts. Those are going to be your choices for the next round. Azorius artifacts, mono black aggro, or Selesnya tokens. So tokens, artifact, or black aggro. I will let y'all vote in the chat. We'll leave it for about a minute, and we'll see what y'all pick. I think I know what everybody's going to pick, but, you know, y'all get to say so. So first vote in is for mono black. Twilight Knight says mono black, as does Rosas and Berneski, also coming in on mono black. All right. One for artifacts. So we got the 2. Oh, nope, that's a tokens, not artifacts. So 5-1-1. Artifacts gets another vote here. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There is no white aggro was not a choice. You get Azorius tokens, mono black aggro, or Selesnya tokens. Or mono black artifacts. Sorry. Or Azorius artifacts, mono black aggro, and Selesnya tokens. Those are the choices. You're voting for things that are not a choice, Trace. Like, we have 3 choices. Are there any good prowess decks? Probably, but I didn't build one. Mono black, sure. All right, so it looks like mono black's gonna get played. And I hate you all right now. That is the most boring of the choices, but y'all got to pick, so I'm gonna play it. I'm not sure why people want to see mono black, because we already know all the cards except for one. I'm like one new card's in there, really, that makes a difference. But hey, y'all are the viewers. This is what you want to see, so this is what we're gonna play. I just love though that no matter what I put up, y'all are always gonna pick the one that I think is the one either I don't like or the one that's the most boring. But hey, if that's what people like, that's what people like. Does it make a whole new account for you every time you do an early access stream? For a while it did. I have one where I've been assigned the same one for the last 3. So I don't know if that's a new thing or if everybody gets the same thing or not. Okay. Let me set everything up. Whoop. So I can keep up with chat while we're going. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is a mono black hand. We'll keep it, I guess. I'm going to be that guy people are mad at because they're like, why aren't you playing more new cards? All right. 18. I'm just going to pass here. Doesn't do us any good, really, to play Evolve Sleeper into a removal card. We can just wait. All right. 16. Misery Shadow. That's a thing we can kill. Sure. Man, having that second Takenuma is going to end up biting me in the butt, isn't it? Pass the turn. Maybe? Maybe not? Yaw, or Gix. Okay, sure. I think I'm going to kill Gix. I'm just debating if I'm going to block, but I think I am. I go to 14. Nah, no blocks. Mostly because I'm going to play this, and if they were to play, like, Liliana here, it would suck. And I just don't want to put myself in that position. Alright. I mean, assuming they have a real removal card at this point, so it is what it is. But they might just play Shieldred. Nope, they had to go for the throat. Fair enough. Acceptable. I think we're going to end up with dueling Invoke Despairs here, probably. Oh, they had a cut down. Well, okay. Might as well. They're probably waiting to do the same thing. That didn't really do very much. Yep, exactly. Like I said, I expected nothing less here. Only they got more value out of theirs. Alright. In the turn. I mean, I guess I should have done it on my turn in case they had just a cut down, because that would suck when I try to activate this Evolve Sleeper. But it also would have told them I have nothing else to do with my mana, which you didn't really want to do that either. Alright. Well, we got a little lucky there. And we got our own Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. Well, now, does that do anything for us? I guess we just play it for 3. I mean, I guess we could play it for the full 7. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, what are we going to do otherwise, right? I was thinking I might want to play it for 3, because if they have a kill spell, then we actually can still get something out of the sleeper, but like, if they have it and take 7, so be it. I mean, the downside here is, though, if they do that and attack with both, then we kind of have to split our blocks. It gets kind of ugly here. I mean, I could get back a Flesh Gorger, but then I wouldn't be able to cast it except for the small side. They also might want to attack in a way to force us to block. This is going to be a weird attack here, depending on what's in their hand. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Alright. Well. Yeah, I guess we just die to a bunch of different stuff here, don't we? How do we go about this? I guess we gotta try. I mean, I think we die any other way we block. So, I mean, this at least maybe costs them some mana. We'll see. The plus side would be... Oh. Oh, well, then it's just another Invoke Despair. Yeah. Exactly. I was like, I know what's about to happen. Oh, that's so terrible. Gosh dang it. Alright. Oof. Oof. Opponent's at 18 now. Oh, gosh. I guess we get Flesh Gorger. Alright. I want to play it for less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I don't even know if that's worth it. I mean, I guess so. You gotta have 2 things here. There's a chance we can use Underdog and something, so. Play the Oni? Yep. And Gix. Fair enough. Oh, and an Evolve Sleeper. Wow. Have all the goods, why don't you? Alright, that makes things a little better. Attack, attack? Maybe? I mean, I'm setting myself up to possibly still die, I guess, if they have the right removal or whatever, but... Meh. We did at least get to 12 life, so that matters. Okay, cool. They didn't have it. Unless they just drew it, obviously. Or find it with the Evolve Sleeper or something here. We're obviously going to chump block. I say chump, but we actually just block here. It's not even a chump block. And then they can decide how much they want to spend or try to kill Shieldred. Also, the opponent has not played a new card yet. I mean, you attack, we're blocking. I mean, they're not like that. You have those. Like, those, do what you will. Not even tempted to block. I mean, if they draw cards, they're going to lose 2 each to Shieldred anyway. Cut down isn't going to do us much good except against a Blade of the Oni. But we'll see. And we're going to take at least 4. I'm assuming probably 6. But we'll see. Alright. Opponent might just be gambling on drawing another, like, Invoke Despair. I don't know, maybe they're just looking for a spot removal for Shieldred. That would be real. Okay, they didn't get it on the... Well, maybe they did. Nope, they didn't get it on the first one. And they didn't want to go any lower. So they only took 1 card, I think. Because I would think if they drew it on the first one, they would use it, kill Shieldred, and draw the other card. But they don't have it? They do still have a creature land, by the way. The Foundry... Okay, there's the Invoke Despair. Okay. This is a little bit tough. I mean, I guess we gotta keep Shieldred. It's unfortunate, but I think it's the right choice. Especially knowing this was gonna happen. So now we just have to find a removal card. Actually, I guess we don't, because we have this. Oh, well, they have an underdog. Well, that actually still works. Yeah, we're fine. Nope, we're not fine anymore. We were, then we weren't. Then we were, then we weren't. Okay. Is there a way we can do this and not die next turn? Is the real question. I mean, I guess if we draw another removal spell. But otherwise, we're just dead. Good. Not good. I mean, we can kill Sleeper. We can attack. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's all we can do. And we have to draw, we have to top deck a removal card. I don't think we have any other choice here. Because, I mean, I guess I could just not attack, but then I still die. Opponent goes to 1 and then just attacks with everything. That's no good either. Right? Because that'd be 3... Yeah, we could block 1 thing. That wouldn't do it. Alright. We just gotta gamble. This is it. Oh, okay, a body. That still counts. That's something. That's not the worst thing. Oh, no, but they could play that out of the yard anyway. Yeah, we're still dead. Yeah, we're dead no matter what. Yeah, GG's. Oh, they can't play it, though, because they're at 1 life. Hold up. Uh-oh. Invoke Despair again? Oh, I see. Just make that a big body, then pump it. Yeah, that works. Good job. Wait, did that not turn it into a 5/5? Oh, they turned it back into a 2/2. The Oni turns into a 5/5, but the ability of the Flesh Gorger, or the Evolve Sleeper, turns it back into a 2/2 when they activate it. I was thinking like the opponent, that they could actually just pay 3 and then make it, but you can't. Oh, that's so sick. And what's worse, I think the opponent would have killed us the other way, right? Because they just attack with the blade. They play this out of the yard. Even if I block that, then 6 damage gets through. Yeah, they made a mistake there. Wow. That's not a way I've ever thought. Like, if you'd have told me, gave me a thing and said, pick 20 ways you can actually win this game in this game state, that would not have been one of them. To be fair, though, opponent didn't play any new cards or whatever, so we can't be too bothered by that. That is a crazy finish, though. That is not something... wow. Charles, you are right. That is quite lucky me, and I don't think I deserve that win, to be honest. I mean, things happen. It is what it is. But like that's one of those ones. Like, this is why I tell you very often, don't look at the win rates of decks. Like, you should look at the game states and the progressions of the decks, because somebody could go, 0-5, but every game is really, really close, and maybe they got unlucky in 2 or 3 of them. Somebody could also go 5-0, and then, their opponent got a weird land draw, or maybe one was a perfect matchup or whatever. And in most states, that you play those same games, you might end up 1-4. You know what I mean? So I think when people look at wins and losses, they put too much into it. And when creators are giving you the information and watch them and learn from them, because that's where the biggest benefit comes from. It doesn't matter if the deck won or lost. It really doesn't at the end of the day, because you can determine if it's a deck you want to try to build or work on or whatever. But how it's winning or how it's losing is actually more important. All right, let's keep this. Ali Eldra, he's a fellow degenerate gamer. He is in one of our other groups. I would like to draw some new cards. That is not a new card. This is one of the reasons I'm probably, like, I don't know. Okay, there's a Fable at least. We could do something interesting here. Kill the token. We're going to attack for 3. Alright. Somebody says you had seen the greatest interaction fail ever. Magic's tough, man. I think people take for granted how good or bad somebody is based on a game state or their win-loss rate or whatever. But, like, Magic has a lot going on sometimes. And I think people just take for granted that it's way more difficult than it actually looks. All right. Get those in there. Nope, he's blocking, not blocking, not blocking. Well, let's hope this doesn't get exiled. It doesn't get immediately exiled. That's good news. Them getting reflections is not good news. Oh, they're playing Atraxa. That's cool. I guess we don't block. They're at 7. No need to put Shieldred at risk, I suppose. Drag to the bottom. Everybody dies. Yeah, let's go with this duder. Why not? And end the turn. Briefcase. I actually like that card. I think that... Alright, turn. Oh, well, that's nice. Was not expecting that. So if I play this, they get to block. We get to kill a thing. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Actually, I guess I could... Nah, that's not that much better, is it? You know what? I am going to go with that. I changed my mind. I did think about activating the land and doing that, but I figure if we can get them lower here, then maybe we could do some things. Alright, we'll kill that. Now if they sweep the board, we'll hope to draw land, then we can, like, underdog plus Foundry. This could be another drag to the bottom. Yeah, MTG is a very complex game. I think it's one of those things we take for granted because we all know a bunch of people who play that aren't necessarily, like, super strategic-minded people, but when you get into the deeper parts of the game and you're talking to, like, high-level players, there's all kinds of things people are figuring out, day to day. And creature's dead? Yep, creature's dead. Alright. Just so Ali can see that, yes, I do have new cards in the deck. I mean, it's probably going to die anyway, but it's here. Imagine if we would have had that when all those drag to the bottoms were happening. We'd already won. Could get exiled here, though. Nope, we're going to drag to the bottom. So he's dead again. Alright, we didn't get a land. We could just probably be killing with those, but hey. Let's play more problematic cards. I kind of want to see what more of his deck does, too. Oh. We have something for 1 mana? Actually, these can crack for mana as well, so it could be 3. They might have been waiting to try to use the instant exile enchantment to get rid of an underdog, possibly. Shieldred's Edict. Nice. That's cool. Still a lot of mana here. Was that 6? Could have also been really good for them getting rid of our Foundry along the way, too. Drawing cards here. Playing a land. Got Evolve Sleeper. Alright, at some point we just kind of got to go for it. Alright, play Sleeper. Get us a card. Alright, there we go. Been waiting for that. Then again, they might be playing counters too. Good mana basis is important? Absolutely. I think that's something people have to figure out too. Oh, saying Magic's the best game by the worst company? Not even close. Like, if you look at the court cases going on right now with like Blizzard and Riot and these other companies, like, you may not like some of the stuff Wizards done, but there's some bad stuff by a lot of companies out there. Seriously. Yeah, so if we invoke Despair, they take 2. We could pump this. Yeah, we play an underdog. They block, we pump. Alright. Sure. Okay. We'll pass. Alright. Oh, they're going to the graveyard. That's bad news, because that means probably this thing is coming back. This might be Atraxa time. Yeah, I guess we don't even block. Like, if they got a thing, we're going to see it, and it's going to hurt. Spirit Sisters Call. Yeah, yeah. It is going to be Atraxa time. You got it. Did she just put them into play? I'll put them into your hand. Alright, fair enough. So we do have the other land, so that it's going to be pretty hard for us not to get 2 damage in here. But they still have access to 3 mana and 2 cards. So we'll see. Atraxa is, if you can trick it into play with something like this, could end up doing a lot of work. Alright, try to pump this. Just to try to secure some 2 damage along the way. No instance, it doesn't look like. Well, that is an instance, so that could matter. Alright. Well, then I think we're good now. Well, we don't know what the 2 unknown cards are. I mean, we'll just do both of these. No need putting the land at risk. Alright, that was a cool game. His deck actually is pretty sweet. But that does have lifelink, so, you know, is what it is. Okay, there we go. We got an Archfiend. Can that help us? Archfiend is the way. Nope, we're dead. That's it. Yep, and then a Shieldred. Alright, GG's. You got us. Like I said, Atraxa getting into play was pretty big. Pretty big. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. But yeah, I'm done with Mono Black. This deck's so boring. I don't know why y'all wanted to see it, but I played it because y'all wanted to. I am not a fan. Not a fan. Like, I think it's fine. I think it's still good. You're still going to win a lot of games. But, like, for early access, it's not the deck to play. It's just all old cards and, like, one new card. Like, it's meh. Not fun and exciting. And honestly, and here's what I want to say, too. Like, just because I don't enjoy a deck doesn't mean you shouldn't be playing it. Because if somebody asks, like, should I play Mono Black or whatever, if I still have the cards from the last set, I'd say, yeah, sure. The deck's still going to be good, still going to be playable, still going to win a fair amount of its matchups. Like, you're still playing powerful cards. Like, there's not a good... Hey, thanks for subscribing. There's not a good reason to not play Mono Black if you still have the cards. Like, even if you don't have new cards, still playing that for the first couple of days is going to be fine. Like, if you have a deck that's good and still works, then yeah, while you're building up gold to get new cards or whatever, keep playing it. Decks that are good are still good. I mean, seriously. Keep playing. Green's been fine. I don't know why people have been saying that. Like, Green's finally going to get cards. Like, we played Mono Green a couple of times this season, and it was fine. So, like, I don't know where this fallacy is that you can't play Green on the ladder. It's been fine for a while. I mean, did it get better? It's arguable because I didn't think the previous ones were bad. It got a couple of neat new choices. But I don't know if it's significantly better or worse. But, yeah. I mean, we've had a lot of people watching the stream today, so thank you for that, for those who come by. We had a big pile of folks. I think we topped out at about 150-ish. I'd have to check my numbers. But this was quality here. So, yeah, thank you so much. One of the things I would say, if you haven't yet, check out the videos I put up today and yesterday, so you have choices of a lot. I think I ended up doing 18 decks between the 4 videos, so you have plenty to pick from. I have all of them linked, so you can download them on Tuesday when the new set comes out. If you haven't watched the other stuff, please do. I think there's some interesting videos I've been putting up at the end of the season here. And as always, subscribe to the channel if you hadn't. If you like seeing the videos or, been putting out, or the games we played today, or just hanging out and learning some things, it's a good reason to subscribe. Obviously, I'd love it if you join the channel. The support really helps. I did put out a video for mid-tier members and higher 2 days ago. And then I also had put up a poll recently for everybody who's a member as well. I do have stuff that affects the channel that goes to the channel members. They get to kind of have a say-so in it. And then also, if you're at the highest tier, if you want personalized deck help, or you want to show a deck list and get some help with, or even get your deck featured, I do occasionally pick them from people that are at our highest tier level. So all that is linked whenever you hit the join button. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just glad y'all were hanging out today. I'm trying to get into a routine where I'm doing, like, 2 or 3 times a month, I'm going to do a morning stream and an evening stream, just to kind of let everybody who watches my stuff on YouTube come around and be involved, because, the world is round and there's different daytime, nighttime. So if I can take care of more people, switching it up, that'd be cool. But yeah, just trying some new stuff. I have something neat, hopefully, coming up at the end of the month that I can't talk about yet. But it's a cool milestone thing. And I'm trying to work with some other creators to get some stuff going in April, May timeframe for the channel to change stuff up. Because there's stuff like, like the history of Magic, Vorthos stuff for storylines, stuff for other formats that I don't necessarily participate in. And I think there's a way we could offer some of that to y'all with a little bit of help, a little foresight, and I think give you some more options, which I think is just good. But also, oh man, excuse me. I think I'm going to work on also putting up some, probably some Explorer content, maybe toward the middle or late part of the season. And they're probably creators you're not going to know. That's the whole point of doing it. But, and honestly, the other thing is, if I took, and this is going to sound very bad, but if I took suggestions from people, it would be creators that wouldn't make sense for me to work with. And the reason I say that is there's creators that like our vibes just aren't the same. Not that I dislike them. Like I would sit down, have a drink with them, whatever. But our vibes just aren't the same. Our messaging, our presentations are different, and they just clash. So it's to offer something different with different people. Thank you for subscribing, Chad. Much appreciated. So yeah, just going to offer some different stuff coming up. Like I said, there's some things coming in the next couple of months that are a lot going on behind the scenes. I've been doing some more projects for Wizards of the Coast, for their arena channel, and for their TikTok stuff. So that's been eating up some time. I'm plotting that I'm still going to try to get out to Philadelphia next weekend for the Magic Con thing. So that's a thing. It's just lots of stuff going on. So I'm trying to juggle a lot of things on the side. And I've been helping some other creators with their content. I've been consulting for some people. Helped a friend who does non-Magic content, but does a lot of my artwork and stuff. I was helping her get her stuff set up because they just moved into a new place. So it's just been crazy busy. Astro MTG, how's it going? But I want to say thank you. Seriously, every time I stream here on YouTube, I really genuinely want to say that for the amount of time I've been doing stuff, I mean, my view counts aren't particularly what I want them to be lately. They've been a little low, but, if y'all like it, you share it. Hopefully more people can watch it. But to even be where I am right now, for the window of time I've had, and the situation I was in before I started streaming, all I can be is thankful. Y'all are super cool. I don't have a lot of knuckleheads. Like, the chat was cool today. Lots of good questions. Lots of people helping and chatting with each other. Like, the community that's kind of built up around my stuff is super awesome. And I'm highly, highly appreciative. I don't know any other way I could say that. But it means a lot. It really does. Because I know creators that deal with so many other problems that, fortunately, I have not had. Now, granted, I do a lot to curate that. But, those of you that have been around for the long haul, I'm super appreciative. I really am. But I'm going to take a break now because we've been going for quite a while, 3.5 hours or so. We've been on for quite a bit. I'm going to grab a bite, grab a drink, relax a little bit, maybe work on a video, I don't know. And then I'm going to hop over. I'm going to try to aim to be on Twitch around sometime between 6:30 and 7:30 Pacific time. So if you want to catch me there, I'll probably do another 3 or 4 hours there this evening. If you want to see some more footage, probably going to run at least Golgari aggro, probably the Gruul oil deck, and I'm not sure what else yet. But that'll at least be 2 of them I think we're going to do. So if you want to see some cool stuff, come on back around. We'll definitely have things to play. But again, thank y'all for hanging out. All 100 and some of y'all that swung by. Be sure to watch the stuff. The most important thing you can do is share things, for sure. You sharing stuff with your groups, players that need new deck lists, whatever, that helps out so very much. Seriously, even if you can't support the channel directly, that does a lot. If you want to get some sweet stuff, ultrapro.com/PowrDragn or just ultrapro.com. There's going to be some new stuff for Phyrexia All Will Be One. That goes up on their site on February 10th. You can use promo code PowrDragn. You'll get a 5% discount on that. And if you want any of these new deck lists, they are going to be over on my Moxfield page, which is linked in today's video. Actually, both of today's videos have the Moxfield links. So check that out as well. But yeah, lots of stuff. Just super thankful. This was fun. Hopefully we'll do some more streams like this throughout the season. But I got to go grab something to eat. Like I said, got to take care of myself. But love and appreciate y'all totally.